uncountable worlds of our universe swirl in an endless abyss. Many worlds ravaged by time or conflict are swallowed by the abyss, returned to the nothingness from which they were formed. But others linger for eternity on the brink of annihilation, that creation might be balanced with destruction. And in the final moment of battle, death was banished to one such world in the autumn of its life, yet not far from the edge of darkness. Had death been sent to his doom, that answer would be found in the horseman's future and in his past.
Santa?
Be still, horseman. You are wounded.
Don't touch me.
Your arrival here is a bad omen. Yes, it troubles me greatly.
Old one, there's more trouble ahead if you don't start making sense. Where is the tree of life?
Life? This world is dying, lad. Choking on chaos and corruption. We can do little to stop it. Soon, the great tree too shall perish, and with it, the last of my people. Is that not what brought you here, Pale Rider?
I seek the tree, but chaos and corruption don't concern me.
It seems they do concern me.
Ooh. Who's next? Oh, there's plenty more. I'm actually still trying to figure out what kind of build I should go with. Either a magic or a harbinger build. Ooh. 'Cause magic is quite cool, but harbinger is going to keep me in the action a lot more. I feel like the magic build is sort of like a... You're not really playing. You are playing, but you're not playing. Like, you have the minions and you have the crows. Whereas harbinger is sort of... You're in and out, dashing in between.
You fight well, but this corruption can't be beaten with a blade. Seek out the Forge Sister. Ask her about the fire of the mountain. Help her, and she will help you reach the tree. As for me, I must return to my work.
And who are you to command a rider?
I am a maker, older than even the Charred Council. These hands have laid the foundations for many worlds, but that was long ago. And now, they but hardly know the touch of stone.
I do find it interesting that wherever death goes... Oh, cool. Yeah, wherever death goes, he sees the creatures around, or the people around, they all see it as some kind of omen, or they read into it, whereas for death, he's just there to do what needs to be done. He's not really there to reap, he's there to achieve a goal. But everyone seems to want to read into it, saying, oh, the Reaper is here, you know, our time has come, basically. And that's not really what's happened. It's sort of, he's kind of just going about his own business. And I do find that quite interesting. Oh, do I do it? Do I try it? I might. I might try it.
The Reaper. It's about time you came. The Makers are dying, and our realm. We few are all that remain.
A warrior's life is never easy, old one.
Aye, not easy, but simple.
First things first. Harvester's Revenge. Because we're gonna need that.
I can end your troubles, Maker.
You're welcome to try.
You're welcome to try.
Aye.
Blade is more ancient than you, Ryder. And taller to boot.
I will break it, and you, down to size.
Alright, let's give it a go.
Surprised you've gotten that far.
Oh! I have to be careful.
Show me what you've got.
I'm trying to summon my minions, but... Oh, what? I didn't mean to dash into him. Oh, God. Dude. It's still a tough fight. I'm gonna give it... Wait, I'm gonna give it a couple more tries.
A few moments later.
Oh, what? Oh, damn. Okay. Yeah, I've had enough. Leave me alone. Oh, man. It's not that he's difficult. It's you're kind of fighting the camera at the same time when you go into targeting mode. But I've always liked the targeting mode. I don't like doing things with the free camera. It just doesn't feel right to me. If you have a one-on-one, it's kind of like a cinematic view, and I enjoy it. Even though it doesn't help me in any way. Hello.
Maker's beard. The rumors are true. A horseman in the Forge lands. The name's Alia, and that's my brother Valis. We are the keepers of this forge. Before the forge was lost, we crafted a mighty creature of soul and stone. A colossus to fight this corruption. But to awaken him requires a maker's key. And we need our forge to craft one. Will you help us?
I may have need of a blade.
Is your need greater than ours, horseman? I think not. We fight for the survival of our realm and our kin. Prove worthy, and mayhaps we can do business.
Aye.
Good luck.
Thank you. I'd acquire it on this quest. I know there's the shaman across here to get the talisman. Oh, it's Dust. Hello, little bird. Oh, he's a raven. Crow. Yeah, he's a crow. Because he came from the Crowfather. Hello. What do you have to tell me?
We've been awaiting your arrival, horseman. Your shadow has long hovered over this realm.
Many know the Reaper, Old One, but I don't know you.
We are the builders of this world, but corruption seethes at its heart and destroys in days what we shaped over eons. Adar does his best to soothe our pain, but our souls yearn for only one comfort: death. We are without hope.
What do you require?
Stalker's bone, mordant dew, and carven stone. It is not a simple charm.
Where can I find them?
Somewhere in the Forge lands. I rarely leave Tristone, but that Pup Khan is always out exploring. He can tell you more, no doubt.
I do like the idea that everyone is so old that they're beyond just casual conversation. It's just like, why does this concern me? I don't know where it is. Maybe you'll find it out there somewhere. Well, why do I have to do it? Well, you can either do it or you can't. Either way, you're stuck here. It's kind of like the gist of how the conversations are all going. Oh, right. Yeah, you get this. War's Pauldron. If you have the definitive version, you just get it straight away. Before, it was like a, I think a DLC or something. You had to pay for it or had to unlock it somehow.
Stone, wood, iron. These are the gifts of the makers. There are new talismans for you to browse.
Oh, I forgot how expensive everything is. I mean, in the beginning. After a while, it just becomes natural. Right, let's equip this, I gotta remember it's the other one. Let's equip the, oh yeah, I can't level 5, I'm only level 2. Well, we could sell some stuff. Yeah, let's sell some stuff. My god, this is beautiful. Even for a game, this is what I love about comic book type art. It's kind of timeless. This game was made in, I think, 2012, and it still feels, well, it doesn't feel completely like a new game, but you can take a screenshot of this and it would look just as good as it did back then, or as it does now. It would look pretty much, it looks good. That's what I'm trying to say. It's aesthetic. You look at that and take a screenshot of that and it just works. It still works. Nothing looks outdated, nothing looks a bit off. It just works. It's the same thing with what's the other game? Like Borderlands with the cell shading, or the Darkness 2. The cell shading art style is kind of, it doesn't really have an expiry date because it doesn't scale with modern graphics.
Horseman, you'll find not that way, but trouble.
Do what you must for your kin, old one. For mine, I ride to the cauldron.
Well, if you fancy your corruption waist deep, that's as good a place as any. You know, there's a reason this gate is here. And if you were a friend, I wouldn't have let you pass. But then, who is friend to death?
Aye, that's a big, strong man. The Eye of Sauron. It sees everything, even your internet history. I'm just gonna check if there's something back here. There should be. There it is. I still remember. Thank you. When I was younger, I used to love the whole hack and slash thing. Like, you know, the whole Devil May Cry. Just be an absolute badass wielding a greatsword. But I think now that I'm older, I really do like... So when I play MMOs, I like to play tanky classes. I like to play classes that have weight to them. Like if you want to take Lost Ark, I main a gun lancer. Well, I mained back when I played it. But I do like things that just have weight. Like a gun lancer and then a scrapper. Because I just love that solid feeling that you can get from punching something completely with just your whole weight behind it. Vulgrim! Hello! Oh, you beautiful demon.
See what Vulgrim has to offer.
Hello, my friend. I wish to sell wares to you.
Greetings, horseman, and welcome.
I still can't believe that's Phil Lamar.
Expecting you.
This series has such a good voice cast.
What brings you crawling out of the shadows?
I wouldn't want to lose my most valuable customer.
But yeah, I think Darksiders is where my whole love for video games came out. Because I saw Liam O'Brien in Darksiders 1 as War, and then I went down a rabbit hole and I found him as Asura from Asura's Wrath. And my god, what a performance. I used to spend... I still do, like, I spend a lot of time practicing those very same lines. Just because of how... I don't know, man. Maybe I was a weird kid. But you know what? Time you enjoyed wasting isn't wasted time. Give me money. Thank you. And new grips. Perfect. I just need to start saving money so I can buy more combat skills. Because right now my combat is doo-doo. And it needs to be not doo-doo. And the only way to do that is to get money. I need the Reaper counter. Oh, executions as well. I forgot about those. Like I like in Darksiders Genesis when you play as War, he has this very like Warhammer 40k type vibe where when he does an execution, he's like, you've been judged or something like that, and it's just so much more badass. So I wish in these older games they implemented that where Death would like when he kills a small enemy, sometimes you can trigger a little laugh out of him and it just adds so much more to it. But I do understand why for War that probably doesn't exist in the game because he's technically being punished. And then they had Mark Hamill as the Watcher, which kind of gave the personality that War was kind of missing. The Watcher was sort of the filler. which is brilliant. They don't make games like that anymore, where everything is kind of interconnected. I sound like a boomer when I say that though. Like, oh, they don't make games like they used to in my day. Now they focus on ads and microtransactions. They don't want to sell you a story, they want to sell you NFTs. I think the Forge Lands is my favorite area in this game. It's so vibrant. Chest. Chest. Ah, you can't hit me. I have invincibility frames. Straight into the combat. I like it. Okay.
The tears be true. A rider has come.
Aye, a rider indeed.
Another one.
You're the Nephilim, the one they call Death. How did you get here?
Took a wrong turn. It appears I'm stranded here with the rest of you.
If you seek the cauldron, you should know that it fell to corruption fair long ago. I can still feel the fire itself rumbling deep in the earth.
I'll take my chances. Your shaman has offered me a talisman if I bring her the materials.
You'd be wise to accept then. Her craft is mighty powerful.
Where do I find Stalker's bone?
You'll find stalkers prowling the cauldron. Should be simple work if your name is any indication.
I know there's a thing where if you get the quest after this, because I think this is the only stalker you find in this area. So unless you ask Khan beforehand, because you got the quest before, it won't count it if you defeat that stalker in this dungeon. So you need to get the quest first, make sure you've talked to Khan before you enter here, and that way you can pick up the bone straight away rather than have to go through the other areas and look for another stalker.
Say, if you're headed in there, you mind doing something for me?
Of course I mind.
Aren't I doing enough already?
Perhaps, though it seems to me you're doing right enough for yourself. Our benefit being a fortunate side effect. Well, if it ain't much trouble, I left an old metal platter in there, with the image of two hammers scribed in the center.
You want me to find
Not
a
much to look
dish?
at, but it was my journeyman piece. Last thing I ever forged.
A dish? You want me to bring you a dish?
Yes,
Well,
it
yes,
has sentimental value.
If you find it, I'll make it worth your while.
No different than the others. Less pleasant on the eyes, for one.
I could say no less for you. Folks around town call me Pup or Lad, but I prefer my own name. Karn.
Pup it is, then.
As you will. Matters not to me.
We're at a turning point, about to enter our first dungeon. So we're not doing too bad. Do we have any skill points? No. I think I will end up going Necromancer. Just for a change of pace. I think I'm used to being the one in the middle. I kind of want to actually just sit back. So yeah, we'll go Necromancer. And we'll see how that feels. If not, we can always spend 1,000 gold at Volgrim to respec. And we'll go into Harbinger whenever I feel like it. 1,000 gold isn't hard to come across eventually. But yeah, we'll just save it and call it there.